Sarah B, they call her over there. Doing a good job at the hot corner. Here's Allison Keller, the second baseman. Keller, their most improved player. Very confident. Good rip at that one. Fouled off to the right side. And she's impressed coaches with her ability to not only have power with the bat and drive the ball, but the little things, the bunting skills. Very versatile team. They've shown they can do a lot of things well, at least through a game, and that was an impressive game against Wyoming. Gina Mon, she has been involved in softball since playing it at age 12. Three and one to Keller. What bounces out and up there and walks Keller, the first base runner for Oregon. Here's a look at Montana defensively. We've already seen a good play at third base by Sarah Beth Schneider. And you'll see that first baseman and third baseman playing in a lot, anticipating bunt. There's a look at the outfield. Counts the leader out there in center. Slow roller to the circle. In front of the circle, Plutt with the throw. And retiring George. And then they throw the ball away. And Keller's going to round third and go overhead. And Allison Keller will score. So an error allows the first run to score after they retire George, and it's 1-0 Oregon. Plutt makes a nice play right here, getting the sure out, the second out, and then the throw by Trejon off the mark, and that allows Keller to come around. Here's Vivian Schrodel, the shortstop. We showed you the home run. She also was very patient at the plate. Doesn't swing at bad pitches. She drew a couple walks in that win over Wyoming. Big fan of the Cincinnati Reds. And in terms of basketball, it's all about the Portland Trailblazers. Here's the 1-2.
No.
2-2 offering outside. And there's that patience again from Schrodel. Does not go fishing for pitches that aren't near the plate. Let's see what Plutt deals here with the count full. And that's fouled off. Southeast Portland Little Leaguers made it to the state championship through the losers bracket. Most of these kids have played together the last 3 years. And he played travel ball, softball, but they were fantastic in their state championship run. And there's ball 4. Schrodel's on. She's drawn 3 walks in her first 2 games. Great eye at the plate.
No.
And that'll bring up Audrey Waters, and Gina Amon, the manager, says she predicts Waters will hit a home run here in San Bernardino. Over the fence was the prediction. Has that much confidence in her ability to swing the bat.
Come on, no.
She already has a home run. She said this highlight this season, hitting a home run under a rainbow. Pulls that one to third. Schneider in time, and that will end the inning. Oregon does get a run, though. Couple walks, and they strand a runner. We're through one inning here in San Bernardino. 1-0, Oregon in front. You want to play Little League? It's easy. Visit playlittleleague.org and enter your address to find a Little League program near you. Ailey Counts, the center fielder, to lead things off for Montana as we move into the second inning against Ruby George. Going to lay a bunt down. George, out of the circle, makes the play. One down. Trying to catch the pitcher napping there to no avail. She came out of that circle quickly to record the out. Here's Georgia Eggy, the second baseman. She has been labeled, Georgia, the mother hen of the dugout. Is everybody organized? She has a younger sister, Charlie, that plays major softball at 11 years old. She was part of the play that ended the state championship, made a big throw to first to get the last out and get them the title. And you gotta love this. You see the number 13 on her jersey there. She wears it to prove it's not unlucky. Gotta love that. No superstition, and there is a lot in softball and baseball, but no problem for her. Fouls that off. I guess you could argue that is a superstition to say, I'm wearing it to prove it's not unlucky, but that number doesn't bother her one bit. Off-speed pitch, grounder to first. Waters has it. 2 up and 2 down. Brings up the number 6 hitter in the order, Sarah Beth Schneider, who made a nice play defensively in the first. Her dad, Nick, one of the coaches. She had a couple brothers playing Little League Baseball, including Nicholas, who was here in San Bernardino in 2018, representing Montana. Right back to the circle, knocked down by the pitcher, and George stays with it and underhand to the first baseman to end the inning. Couple nice defensive plays from Ruby George. Nothing across for Montana. We're through an inning and a half. 1-0. Southeast Portland Little League in front. Welcome back to San Bernardino. Little League Softball West Region play at Houghton Stadium. 11 teams competing here. 2 will advance to the Little League Softball World Series August 11th through the 18th in Greenville, North Carolina. Oregon, a 1-0 lead over Montana. Southeast Portland Little Leaguers in front of the Boulder Arrowhead Little Leaguers. And Brooke Amon, the catcher, leading things off for Oregon here in the second inning. Brooke scored a couple runs in that big win over Wyoming. Daughter of the manager. And a great leader. Here's a ground ball hit to second. Eggy has it. One away. Good contact and a nice defensive play by Georgia Eggy at second base. Here's Amelia Locksmith. Hits that one towards right field. Ward is under it, can't hang on to it. Locksmith on her way to second. Here's the throw. It's not in time. Locksmith reaching on the air, and she's in scoring position now here in the second inning. Now the number 8 hitter, Genevieve Bay. Some kids, coaches see it right away. They love the game. They want to learn more, constantly trying to get better, and that's Genevieve in a nutshell. Always asking softball-related questions. Knowing the game inside and out. Very hard worker. And a lot of that, of course, comes from her mom, Rebecca, who is one of the coaches. Rebecca was a high school and college pitcher. But the nuances, the intricacies of softball, learning it at a young age, what a great thing. It's a big cut, that one. Strikes out, 2 down. It's first strikeout for Anna Plutt. A rise ball right there. Now Allison Fajardo, the center fielder. Fajardo's favorite softball player and now ESPN analyst Michelle Smith. Also a very coachable, hard-working player. Nickname Alligator. It's a ball towards right. That's going to drop off the glove of the second baseman, Eggy. Locksmith will score. It's 2-0. An RBI single for Fajardo to extend the Oregon lead. Eggy had a shot at it, just couldn't quite come up with it off the edge of the glove. Now Bobby Jean Woodson back to the top of the order, grounded out her first time up. This gets past the catcher Monroe. And breaking for second, Fajardo in there standing up. Right back through the circle and into center field. Fajardo rounds third. Here's the throw towards the plate, not in time. And it's 3-0, and taking the extra bag is Bobby Jean Woodson. Solid single to center for the third baseman for Oregon. Now Allison Keller at the plate, fouls off the first one. Bottom part of the order, getting things going for the Southeast Portland Little Leaguers. Now top of the order, Keller, the number 2 hitter in the lineup. Gino Mon, the Oregon manager, played at Portland State. She mentioned Terry Mariotti, her head coach, as her inspiration to get more involved in softball. Mon went to Franklin High School, Portland State, started playing at age 12, but she said she was a big inspiration growing up. There's a swing and a miss, and Keller strikes out, and that'll end the inning. But 2 runs across for Oregon, and they have a 3-run advantage now. We go to the bottom of the second in San Bernardino. Ruby George called on again by the Southeast Portland Little Leaguers after throwing a 4-inning perfect game yesterday, 9 strikeouts, and pitching very well today has allowed just a hit, helped out by a double play ball, and her team in front 3-0. here in the third inning as Oregon tries to move to 2-0. Montana playing their first game here at Houghton Stadium, site of the Little League Softball West Region. Some subs being worked out here. We mentioned it's mandatory play. You can use a pinch runner twice a game, not more than once in an inning, but everybody must play. For 13-player roster, must bat at least once. 12-player roster, must play 6 defensive outs and have 1 at-bat. This is Sage Fuquay, the left fielder, to lead things off. First pitch swinging. Ground ball, backhanded by Keller. The throw to first, not in time. Fuquay with great speed down the line. The ball gets away. She'll head down to second base, and she's in there safely. So the oldest of the Fuquay twins, Sage, beating out the infield single, and then takes the bag on the throw. A hit and an error, and that brings up Raina Fuquay, her twin sister, the shortstop. She swings to the first pitch. Schrodel only play at first and makes the throw in time to retire Raina. Sage is off to third base now with 1 down. Here's Issa Ward, the right fielder. He's got a bunt. Woodson does not make the throw. She looked at the runner at third, anticipating that runner, Fuquay, would come home, did not, and by the time she looked towards first base, it was too late, and Ward is on with the hit. Wanted to make sure, and no time to do that. Ward with a good bunt. Now it's the top of the order, Kaylee Monroe. Pitch is low. The throw down to second is cut off. And a stolen base for Ward. So Montana has something cooking here against Ruby George. In at the corners at first and third, the 1-0 offering is fouled at the plate. Monroe had that infield single to get things started. Eventually, a double play ball kept them from scoring in that first inning. Here's a chance to drive in a couple. Hits it hard towards left. Bay coming on, can't get there, it's going to drop. 1 run will score as Fuquay comes in, and it's a 3-1 game. RBI for Monroe. First time Ruby George has been scored on in her 2 days pitching after that perfect game yesterday. Anna Plutt now with an opportunity with 1 out. Taking all the way, it's a strike. The throw cut off, no throw down to second base, and a stolen base for Monroe. Now a single could tie this one up. Plutt stays away from that one. 1-1. Anna had 3 triples at their state tournament. She's a power hitter. Just needs a single here to possibly plate a couple runs. Rounds it towards short. Schroeder over to first base in time for the second half. They will score a run. Blunt retired, but that does bring in Ward to make it a 3-2 game. And Monroe ends up at third base. And here is Sawyer Trejon, who hit into that double play in the first inning. Little flare. First baseman has it, Waters, and that'll end the inning. So George battles through it, and they remain in front. 2 runs across, but she gets the important third out here as Waters gloves it. 1-run game here in San Bernardino. This one is tightened up at the Little League Softball West region in San Bernardino. A 3-2 game now. Montana plating a couple runs in the top half. Now we go to the bottom half of the third inning. Ruby George, the number 3 hitter, middle part of the order coming up for Oregon. Oregon has scored in every inning, 1 in the first, 2 in the second. And now in a 1-run game, George faces Anna Plutt. Off-speed pitch, a beauty for strike 1. Paul Cummings calling balls and strikes as our home plate umpire. Joelle Ewan, Doug Singer, and Dan Anzini, first base to third base around the infield. Guys in blue. All volunteers, doing a great job out in the heat here at the ballpark. The 0-2 to George. Flared, foul ground, and out of play. Trejon gave a look over there. Quick turnaround for Oregon. We mentioned they beat Wyoming yesterday. Their second game after getting the run rule win. This is Montana's first game. And pretty good effort so far from the Boulder Arrowhead Little Leaguers. That's hit hard, foul down the left field line. George has played well in their important games. 3 for 3 at the plate in state championship game. Perfect game in 4 innings, pitching yesterday and swinging the bat well. Swings and misses at that one. Out climbed the ladder, that pitch, and there's out number 1. Third strikeout for Plutt. Here's Vivian Schrodel. Pulls it towards Schneider at third. Throw to first, close, and it's off the mark. She may have beaten the throw anyway, and now Schrodel heads down to second base. Schrodel showing great speed down the line. And they will give an error to the third baseman there. She ends up at second base. Now Audrey Waters. Audrey, a big fan of Oregon Ducks softball. Baseball, she's a San Francisco Giants fan. Throw down to third. In time. And they get the runner. Schrodel trying to steal the bag. Good throw from Monroe, the catcher. Finds the ball. Delivers a perfect strike. Kaylee Monroe. Ground ball and a base hit to right. And boy, does that make that play from home plate to third look even bigger. As that could have been an RBI for Waters. Instead, she's at first base with two down. Rookamine grounded out her first time up, swings at the first one and fouls it back to the screen. Ground ball, and that's a fair ball down the right field line. Waters rounding second. To get the ball back in quickly, she has to hold at third as that one comes to the plate. Runners now on the corners. And then taking second, opportunistic base running from Amon. She's down there now. Ongoing opposite field right down the line. And there's a delay as she takes second base. Heads up base running, and here's Amelia Locksmith. Two out, two on. Locksmith down the left field line and foul. Anna Flood trying to work out of a jam here, keep this a one-run game. Goes past the catcher's glove, and safe at the plate is Waters, and it's 4-2. Amon moves over to third base. And Oregon does not hesitate on the base pass. They have been aggressive. That's helped their cause here. The hits are now even, 4 apiece, but a 2-run advantage for the Southeast Portland Little Leaguers. Right back to the circle. What? And that will end the inning. An important run, though, scored by Oregon. A couple singles, an error, and a wild pitch. 4-2 through 3 innings.
Missy, don't you chew that up. You be nice.
The biggest stage on this level. Anytime there's a World Series in any sentence, you know it is going to be a big game. This is where the passion comes out. You fall in love with the sport. They play together and they play to have fun. The big all swing to start. That's a pretty big moment in her sports career. That'll put a smile on your face. Such a fun experience. It's nothing better than the Little League World Series.
And all roads lead to Greenville, North Carolina. The Little League Softball World Series, August 11th through the 18th. This is West Region play, Little League Softball. And an entertaining game between Oregon and Montana. The Southeast Portland Little Leaguers leading the Boulder Arrowhead Little Leaguers 4-2. Ailey Counts leading things off, the cleanup hitter against Ruby George. George had a perfect game in 4 innings yesterday in their win. She's been challenged by the Montana bats today. There's a little flare towards third. Woodson has it, 1 down. At the hot corner there. She had to fight the sun a little bit to glove that one. Here's Georgia Eggy, the second baseman, grounded out her first time up in the second inning. This Montana team from Billings, Montana, and their manager, Ernie Plutt, says the motto is just have fun. And they appear to be having fun out there in their first game here in San Bernardino. There's a swing and a miss. And Coach Plutt said that he got that motto from his mom, who just passed away last week. She always said, just have fun. And that has resonated with these kids. And having a great time making the long trip from Montana down to Southern California. Here's Coach Plutt. The community raised $10,000 in 3 days. Really gotten behind this team. Here's the 1-2. And a strike called on the outside corner. Good pitch from George. 2 down. It's her first strikeout of the day. She had 9 yesterday. And here's Beth Schneider. Coming out of the circle, not able to get it as a pitcher, but the second baseman covers and makes the play. Keller to Waters in the inning. So the defense around George helping the cause. Still a 4-2 game. Keller with a quick play to get it done. League Sandlot Fun Days is a player-led, unstructured opportunity for local Little League programs to provide a fun, relaxed activity for baseball and softball players. Kids make the rules, make the lineups, and make the calls. Give them the bats, balls, and field, and let them play. Learn more today at littleleague.org/Sandlot Fun Days. A quick out as Kate Reed is retired. Coming in as a pinch hitter in the 8th spot in the order. What makes the play? One down. And now it's Elsie Ostrom coming in as a pinch hitter. You see this happening a lot in the 4th inning. Mandatory play. Ostrom hitting in the 9th spot in the order for Fajardo. Left-handed bat. Lays a butt down and it rolls just foul, just over the chalk. That was a beauty. And she would have easily had a base hit if it stayed fair. Fast and smart on the base pass, and you can see why she likes to bunt. Good swing there, 0-2. Oregon has scored in every inning so far. Off-speed pitch misses. Anna Plutt, despite giving up those 4 runs, has battled out of some jams and kept her team in this game. There's a pop that's going to drop in front of the second baseman. An infield single for Ostrom. Hitting the perfect spot, well in front of the second baseman, and the pitcher couldn't get there. Perfectly placed by Ostrom. Now Bobby Jean Wixon showing bunt, taking for a strike, throw down to second. He's not in time. Stolen base for Ostrom. Close play over there. Good throw from the catcher, Monroe. Second base umpire Doug Singer right on this. Look at the throw. Very close play as she just beats the tag. Wixon pops it up. First baseman calling for it. Trejon has it. 2 away. Allison Keller with an RBI opportunity. She walked and scored in the first, struck out in the second. Looks at ball 1. Her superstition, wear the same hair ribbon all tournament long. Hits that to left center. Shortstop goes out. It's off the glove of Fuquay. And that's going to score a run. Ostrom comes across. And Oregon now leads it 5-2. They're going to rule that a hit. Tough play for Fuquay trying to get back and make that play. And there's the speed by Ostrom. She can really run, and it's now a 3-run advantage. So Oregon keeping alive that streak, scoring in every inning. Ruby George trying to keep this Two-out rally going here. Boy, George has been a workhorse after pitching yesterday, pitching today. Key bat in the lineup. And there's ball 4. She's on for the first time today. Now Vivian Schrodel with 2 runners aboard. A big at-bat here in the 4th inning. Schrodel has tremendous athletic skills according to coaches, but what they like most about her, the hitter, is a humble kid, disciplined approach to go with that skill. Pops it up. Pitcher has a beat on it. What makes the catch? And no further damage. A run does come across. She gets a big out right there. But Ostrom scores and makes it a 5-2 game. 3.5 innings complete in San Bernardino. What? Good defense. Her team trails by 3.
Do that? No. Little League Softball West Region play in San Bernardino, California at Al Houghton Stadium. A 5-2 lead for the Oregon Little Leaguers from Southeast Portland in front of Montana. They've out-hit Montana 6-4 in this one, and Montana trying to battle back with Sage Fuquay leading things off against Ruby George. George has been the only pitcher they've used the first 2 days here after winning 14-0 against Wyoming yesterday. A 4-inning perfect game from George. And this is Ellie Klein batting for Fuquay. Klein is being used as a pinch hitter here, hitting in the 7th spot in the order. Takes for a strike. Her parents very involved with softball. Dad is the home scoreboard operator in Billings. Mom is the team scorekeeper. Here's the 2-1. Grounder right back to the circle. George, one away. That's 3 plays that George has made, retiring batters on grounders. Ball's hit right back to her. Here's Raina Fuquay now, who grounded out her first time up. Shows bunt, fouls it off.
Raina, a big fan of the University of Montana softball program. She not only plays softball, but volleyball, soccer, and the saxophone. There's a strike, 0-2. Hit right field between the first and second baseman. Solid single for Fuquay. Going with the pitch. And with the right fielder, Locksmith playing in, she had to hustle to get to first base in time. And it's going to work. No throw is made. Federico coming in as a pinch hitter for Ward, delivers a beauty, and the runners are now first and second with one away. Textbook in how to deliver a bunt. But right down that third baseline. And now that sets up the top of the order. Kaylee Monroe. She represents the tying run here in the fifth inning. Already a big day for Kaylee. Couple singles, drove in a run in the third inning. That off the end of the bat. So many great things to do outdoors in the state of Montana. Snowboarding, one of Kaylee's things she mentioned, along with softball. Hits that towards center field. It's going to drop over the glove of Schroeder. Throw to third. Down time gets it. And they're going to allow the run to come in now. As it went into the dugout, runners will advance. And it's now a 5-3 game. Fuquay scores after Monroe delivers the single to center. Get to advance that extra base when the throw goes into the dugout, and it's now a 2-run game. An error on the center fielder. Montana continues to battle and hang in there against Ruby George. And now they have the tying run at second base, represented by Monroe. Now Anna Plutt with a golden opportunity here. Hits it hard toward Schroeder at short. Coming home with the throw. It's off the mark. Throw to third's not in time. Everybody's safe, and it's 5-4 as Federico scores. So Plutt reaching on the fielder's choice as Schroeder decided to come home with it. Instead of get the out at first, thought she could get the lead runner to no avail. Now Sawyer Trejon with the tying run at second base and one away. Taking all the way for a strike, no throw down to second. A stolen base for Plutt. Again, that takes away that force play. And now if you're Montana, you can take the lead here with a single possibly. With Flood at second base. Bounced up there. Great stop by Amon. Keeping your body in front of the softball. That's lined off the glove of the first baseman, fair ball. Monroe scores. Pluck rounding third, show score, and Montana has battled back, and they have the lead, 6-5. Hard hit ball off the glove of Waters. She did a great job just getting any kind of leather on that one. And a big two-run single for Trejon. 4 runs across now in this inning. Ailey counts now. Popped up to the third baseman, and Wixon has it 2 down. What a rally from the Billings, Montana kids. This is the 8th hitter they're sending to the plate in this inning. Georgia Eggy. Eggy looking to reach for the first time. She is grounded out and struck out. 2-0. 4 singles in this inning for Montana. The big one, the 2-run go-ahead single by Trejon. She's at first base. Good fastball right there from Ruby George. Good change of pace pitch there. She took something off that one. 2-2 now. Big inning though for Montana. They have the lead now. They put 4 runs across, 4 singles. Big 2-run single from Trejon. 6-5 Montana in front. Anna Plutt now has the lead. Montana with a 4-run top half of the 5th inning to move in front of Oregon here at the Little League Softball West region. It's a double elimination format. Oregon already has a win. That was yesterday against Wyoming. This is Montana's first game of the West region. The winner gets Arizona on Tuesday. And Plutt now, thanks to her teammates, a lead to work with. And this Southeast Portland Little League team is a very deep team. This is Audrey Waters, who already has singled today. She's 1 for 2. Has scored a run. One hopper. Good job by Trejon, the first baseman, staying with that one. That was a tricky one. Hit hard, one down. Trejon has to be on cloud 9 after that big single in the top half of the inning. Here's Brooke Amon. She singled her last time up, went opposite field with it in the 3rd inning. Both of these teams had some adversity in their state tournament title runs, having to bounce back from games. They both know how to come back when they're down. And this is the first experience for Oregon trailing here in San Bernardino. Swing and a miss. Strikeout for Plutt, 2 down. It's her 4th of the game. Grace Boppel now will get an opportunity, hitting in the 7th spot in the order. She was big yesterday with that inside the park 3-run homer against Wyoming. Left-handed bat, swings at the first pitch, and fouls it off. Lines it toward the second baseman. Eggy has it in a 1-2-3 inning. Anna Plutt does her job, as does the defense for the Boulder Arrowhead Little Leaguers from Montana. They continue to lead here in San Bernardino. Through 5 innings now. Eggy stays with it. Her team in front. Montana has the lead, looking for some insurance here, top of the 6 innings. 6 innings regulation, double elimination format here in San Bernardino at the Little League Softball West region. Oregon trying to move to 2-0. Montana playing their first game here in the region, and Beth Schneider leading things off against Ruby George. George has gone all the way in the 2 games, and Ernie Plutt's Montana team trying to get a come-from-behind victory. Schneider fouls that one off, trying to bunt one high in the zone. It's 0-2. She's grounded out a couple times today, once to the pitcher, once to second base. Good location just off the plate there from George. Made her think about it, 1-2. Fouls that one off. George has a couple strikeouts today. Had 9 yesterday. Hoping to keep this a 1-run game and get her teammates back to the plate in the bottom half of this inning. It'll be the 8 and 9 hitters, then the top of the order for Oregon as we look ahead. Ground ball hit to first. Gloved by the first baseman. Making the play as Waters, 1 down. Kind of smothered this one, made sure it didn't get through her legs, and a good play for the first out of the inning. Here's Sage Fuquay. Singled in her first time up, back in the 3rd inning. Sage playing left field today. She's been very versatile as a utility player this year. Big cut at that one. Sage has also played pitcher, catcher, and second base. Her highlight this year, a grand slam followed by a triple. And back-to-back at-bats in the regular season. Chase that one low in the zone, 1-2. Ruby George against Sage Fuquay. Here in the top half of the 6th inning. Two and two. Such an amazing effort yesterday, that perfect game in 4 innings, but she's had to battle today, but her team is right in this game, Ruby George. And it's an explosive Oregon team. If they can keep this a 1-run game, it could be very interesting in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Good off-speed pitch. 2 down. 3rd strikeout for George. Went down the heart of the plate. She maybe was thinking fastball there. She took something off that pitch. Here's the twin sister, Raina Fuquay, singled last time up. Hits it hard to 3rd. Wixon with a good play over there. And throws out Fuquay to end the inning. A 1-2-3 frame for Ruby George. her team in position, trailing by a run as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Wixon with a nice play at the hot corner to end the inning.